Israeli.
Another man we are talking about this morning was Elisha, a prophet in Israel. Yes, another person. Yes, another person from this. He received the double portion of Elijah. Yes, another person. This row. Are you saying something or you are going out?
$31.
31. It was supposed to be 32. But it didn't. And if he really and a dead man was dumped in the tomb of Elijah, the bones, the dead and dry bones of Elisha. The Shunammite woman. Different from the widow of Zarephath. Second Kings, that Elisha performed great miracles in it. And they would have lost everything. But Elisha and these widows. And so a man at the that God had in other people were off, except one person in that family really truly rise. Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé ní gbórúkọ ilé wọn, ní gbọ́ nítorí ìdílé rẹ, nítorí àyànmọ́ rẹ, nítorí àyànmọ́ àwọn. There are some families that will not rise except somebody in that family truly fulfill destiny.
Àwọn ìdílé kan àwọn ní gbórúkọ àfi tí èèyàn kan bá dìde tó mú àyànmọ́ ṣẹ nínú ìdílé yẹn.
There were two parallel powers that were working in the book of First Kings and probably Second Kings. Two powers sponsored by two people. Number one, Jezebel used to be an ordinary name, the name of a beautiful lady in Israel. This lady rose up from almost nothing to prominence when she married the king. The name of the king was Ahab. But she surrendered her life to the devil. She delivered her soul on the platter of gold to the devil. And the devil filled her with strange powers. To the extent that today, we still mention her name. But whenever we mention her name, you don't remember a beautiful lady. You remember a spirit. The name was Jezebel. Jezebel used to be an ordinary girl, just a young girl that grew up. She was giving birth to, like you and I were giving birth to. The king saw her and married her, not knowing that she had married a spirit, not just a damsel. And today, whenever we mention Jezebel, if I should say here now, there is somebody here, you are a Jezebel. Nobody will think of a lady, everybody will think of a demon or a spirit. If I should say here also that there is a Judas among us here, you will remember that he used to be a man, a human being. What do you remember? You remember the betrayer. It used to be a name. It used to be a name. But today, it represents a symbol. The same way Jezebel rose up to become a spirit today, there arose a man also
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọkùnrin kan dìde.
a Tishbite,
Ará Tíṣíbì.
who rose up in the ranks of the prophets.
Tó dìde láàrin àwọn wòlíì.
There were over 7,000 of them.
Ó ju ẹgbẹ̀rún méje lọ.
But one of them rose up to prominence.
Ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn kan dìde tó tayọ.
And his name was Elijah.
Elijah ni.
And today,
Lónìí.
when we mention the name of Elijah,
Sábà dárúkọ Elijah.
you don't remember a man,
A kì í rántí ọkùnrin.
you remember a prophet.
À ń rántí wòlíì.
Any spirit you surrender to,
Gbogbo ẹ̀mí tó bá jọ̀wọ́ fún.
any spirit you surrender your soul and your spirit to,
Gbogbo agbára tó bá jọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀mí àtara rẹ fún.
will possess you and make use of you. And if you are truly surrendered, a time will, if you know a true herbalist,
Tó bá mọ babaláwo ní tòótọ́.
a true herbalist,
Babaláwo ní tòótọ́.
a time will come in
Àkókò
that
kan yóò
service
wà.
of that idol
Níbi tó ti ń ṣe àwọn ìbọ̀rìṣà rẹ̀.
that when they talk, when they appear in the society.
Tó bá farahàn ní àwùjọ àwọn ènìyàn.
I remember when I was growing up,
Mo rántí ìgbà tí mò ń dàgbà.
like some of you,
Bí èèyàn bí tí.
whenever you are watching movie
Tá bá ń wo eré orí ìtàgé.
and you see Abijawara,
Tá bá rí Abidjan.
you thought that the man is truly an herbalist.
A máa rò pé tòótọ́ babaláwo ni.
How many of you thought like me?
Àwọn èèyàn mélòó la máa ń rò bí èmi.
That whenever you see Abijawara,
Tá bá ti rí Abidjan.
you don't know that he's just an ordinary
A
man
mọ̀ pé
acting a
ọkùnrin bíi tiwa
drama.
náà ni tó kàn ń
A
ṣeré orí
time
ìtàgé.
came,
Àkókò dé.
anytime you see him,
Nígbàkúgbà tá bá rí.
you are seeing a true herbalist, like somebody who is demon possessed.
Pé à ń rí ẹni tí ó ti gbé agbára omi òkùnkùn wọ̀.
Like if Abijawara should be going in front of your
Tí
house,
Abidjan bàrà bá kọjá wájú ilé yín.
some children will run inside the
Àwọn
house.
ọmọ mìíràn máa sá wọlé.
That is the life of a man who had dedicated himself to the worship of a God.
Ṣé ìgbé ayé ọkùnrin tí ó ń jàn ayé rẹ̀ fún Ọlọ́run kan nìyẹn?
Elijah got to a state in his life that he said, according to my word, not according to the word of the Lord. He said, according to my word. Because he has dedicated his life to the worship of God, and now his word has become the word of God.
Elijah ó débì kan nípele ayé rẹ̀. Ó ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ mi, kò ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run torí ó ti fi ara rẹ̀ jì fún Ọlọ́run. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ó di ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
I am speaking to somebody this morning
Ènìyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lówùúrọ̀ yìí.
that God is calling you.
Ọlọ́run pè ọ́.
God is saying,
Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀.
serve me.
Sìn mí.
I want to do great things through you if you can serve me.
Mo fẹ́ ṣe ohun ribiribi nípasẹ̀ rẹ tó bá lè sìn mí.
I want to possess you if you can serve me.
Mo fẹ́ fi agbára kún ọ tó bá lè sìn mí.
I want to possess
Mo
you.
fẹ́ wọnú rẹ.
I want to make me you and you me if you can serve me.
Mo fẹ́ sọ ìwọ di èmi. Mo fẹ́ sọ èmi di ìwọ tí o bá lè sìn mí.
God said to Moses,
Ọlọ́run sọ fún Mósè.
I have made you a God unto Pharaoh.
Mo ti sọ ọ́ di Ọlọ́run fún Fáráò.
It means
Ó túmọ̀ sí pé
when you go to Egypt,
tó bá lọ sí Íjíbítì.
you are not going as Moses.
Ó lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí
You are
Mósè.
going as me.
Ó lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí èmi.
There is, you don't understand what I'm talking
Nǹkan
about.
tí mò ń sọ kò yé yín.
The witches
Àwọn àjẹ́
in the whole world
ní gbogbo ayé
gathered together
wọ́n parapọ̀.
and they said,
Wọ́n sọ wípé
we are coming to Benin to have our
à
conference.
ń bọ̀ nílùú Bìní láti ní ìpéjọpọ̀ wa.
And Idahosa said,
Dàósà wípé
you are coming to
ẹ
where?
ń bọ̀ níbo.
If you dare come,
Tẹ́ ẹ bá wá
you will die.
ẹ máa kú.
And they said,
Ọ wípé
even God cannot stop us.
Ọlọ́run gan ò lè dá wa dúró.
Idahosa said,
Dàósà wípé
you don't need to trouble God.
o nílò láti dán Ọlọ́run láàmú.
He said, it is true. It is true
Òótọ́ ni pé
that God cannot stop you.
pé Ọlọ́run ò lè dá yín dúró.
Why?
Torí pé
Because I am already
torí
here.
mo ti wà níbí.
And if I am
Tí
here,
bá ti wà níbí.
God doesn't need to come.
Ọlọ́run ò nílò láti
I
wá.
am enough to stop you.
Mo tó láti dá yín
And
dúró.
Idahosa said,
Dàósà wípé
If you know you are a witch and you know you have power, come and tell me that you are a witch. I will show you what the Bible said. That don't let a witch live. I will kill you where you are standing. And he was invited to the TV station. And a great witch came also. And he allowed the witch to talk and talk and talk. And when it is time for the Idahosa to talk, Idahosa said, I just have only one question for you. Are you a witch? If you tell me you are a witch, you are not leaving this station. They will carry your dead body out of here. I don't need to kill you with my hands. You just tell me that you are a witch. Listen to me. I am speaking to somebody, not everybody. God said I should tell you, serve me, and I will make you a God on the earth. Not the idol in your family. You know the toughness of the idols of your father's house. You know how they have wasted lives and destiny. You know that they pay with the destinies of people. But God is saying to me, I should announce to somebody here, if you can serve me, if you can serve me, I will make you a threat to the gods of your father's house. I will make you a threat to the idols of your mother's house. If I'm speaking to you this morning, God is saying I should tell you, there is a journey ahead of you. Elijah got to the peak of his ministry, the first phase of his ministry. For every man, your ministry is always splitted into seasons. Every man of God, look at me. If God has called you, your ministry is always splitted into seasons. You will know the seasons. Every season has an access door. I have known some seasons in my life that I felt like, hey, I didn't prepare so well for that season. That season came. I've not stayed long in ministry. I just started ministry. Just about 19 years ago, I dedicated my life as a full-time pastor. Next year, February, it will become 20 years in full-time ministry. So I have a bit of authority to talk about seasons in ministry. I know a season in my ministry that I know that God is committing certain things into my hands that I wasn't prepared for. I wasn't prepared for. When the season came, I had to cry for help. Listen to me. There are seasons in the life of every man. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. For everything there is a season. A time for everything under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die. Listen to me. There are seasons in your life. When you miss it, you have to go back 5 years again. 5 years. It's not punishment. It's just that season will only come again in another 5 years. There are some people, once they miss a season in their life, they will wait for 7 years. And there are some seasons in your life that once you miss it, it will not come again. Because there is an emergency at that time. God will anoint another person to continue the work. There are seasons. You must be able to recognize your season and what it takes to enter into that season. There are some people, the time they are supposed to get married,
àkókò tó yẹ kó ṣe
they
ìgbéyàwó.
miss that season.
Wọ́n pàdánù àkókò
And they
yẹn.
are waiting for another season to come.
Wọ́n retí àkókò mìíràn láti wá.
In that season,
Ní àkókò yẹn,
brothers will be coming. Brothers will be coming.
àwọn
Brothers will be
ọkùnrin
coming.
yóò máa wá.
But when they miss that season,
Nígbà tó bá pàdánù
they
àkókò
enter
yẹn,
into a season
wọ́n wà
that
àkókò
they have to
mìíràn.
wait.
Wọ́n ní láti dúró.
And for years, a single brother may not come.
Ọdún púpọ̀ arákùnrin kan lè máa wá.
Not because they are not praying.
Kò ṣe pé wọn ò gbàdúrà.
It's just a law of season and time.
Pé ó jẹ́ òfin tó wà fún àkókò
For
àti ìgbà.
everything, there is a season.
Fún ohun gbogbo àkókò wà.
Elijah
Elijah,
has just finished a phase in his ministry.
ó ti parí abala kan nínú iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
The phase is to fire.
Kò ń ṣe àkókò láti máa pe iná kan
It's
àti
not a
kalẹ̀.
time to be walking up and down and be doing great
Kò ń
miracles.
ṣe ìlú láti máa rìn kiri láti máa ṣe
God
ìránṣẹ́.
wanted to take Elijah into a season where he becomes a father.
Ọlọ́run fẹ́ mú Elijah lọ sí inú ìpele mìíràn tí wọ́n ti máa pè ní
And
bàbá.
this man
Ọkùnrin yìí
doesn't have anything fatherly in his life.
kò sí ohun tó jẹ́ bàbá nínú ayé rẹ̀.
Nothing fatherly in his life.
Kò sí ohun tí a lè pè ní bàbá nínú ayé rẹ̀.
He preached, he brought people to God
Ó mú àwọn ènìyàn wá sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
and killed them.
Ó pa wọ́n.
He was the one that called down fire.
Òun ló pe náà sọ̀kalẹ̀.
450 prophets of Baal were on their feet crying, Jah, he is God. Jah, he is
Àwọn
God.
wòlíì bá ní
Jah.
wọ́n ké pé já òun lọ́lọ́run.
Instead of him to gather, do you know the impact of 450 prophets in the land of Israel? But he gathered 450 prophets of Baal that have just given their life to God and did what? And killed them.
Ó pa àwọn wòlíì bá ní tó ṣe fi ayé wọn fún Ọlọ́run ó sì pa wọ́n.
God wanted this man to be a father,
Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kí ọkùnrin yìí jẹ́ bàbá.
but he was not ready to take on the mantle of a father.
Ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣetán láti gba àṣẹ
God
bàbá.
wanted this man to be a mentor.
Ó fẹ́ kó jẹ́ ẹni tó ń sábà.
A mentor is somebody who helps you to become. Brought Elisha to Elijah maybe 2-3 years ago. Elisha will have been battered beyond recognition.
Pé tó bá jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ti mú Elisha wá bá Elijah bí ọdún méjì mẹ́ta ni.
So in the book of 1 Kings chapter 19,
Ìwé ọba kìíní orí kọkàndínlógún.
Elijah suffered the greatest downtime of his ministry. The
Elijah
greatest.
rí rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
In chapter 18,
Ní ẹsẹ̀
he
kejìdínlógún,
just called down fire.
ó pe iná sọ̀kalẹ̀.
In chapter 19, verse 1,
Ní ẹsẹ̀
he heard the
kọkàndínlógún,
voice of Jezebel
ó gbọ́ ohùn Jésébẹ́lì.
and he ran for his life.
Ó sá fún ayé rẹ̀.
And he ran and hid himself in a cave
Ó lọ farapamọ́ síbì kan
under a broom tree.
ní ibi igi kan.
And then God came to him in verse 9.
Ọlọ́run wá bá ní ẹsẹ̀ kẹsàn-án.
Elijah,
Elijah,
what are you doing here?
kí ló ṣe níbí báyìí?
You know what Elijah said?
Ẹ mọ ohun tó Elijah
If
sọ.
you verse 10 very well.
Tẹ bá ka ẹsẹ̀
Elijah
kẹwàá.
said, I have been zealous for my God,
Pé mo ní ìtara fún
and I
Ọlọ́run.
am the only prophet that is left in Israel.
Pé mi nìkan ni wòlíì tó kù nílẹ̀ Ísírẹ́lì.
Elijah,
Elijah,
the question is,
ìbéèrè ni
what are
pé
you doing here?
kí ló ń ṣe níbí?
Many of you, look at me,
Ọ̀pọ̀ nínú yín ẹ wò mí.
look at me. You are giving up today.
Ẹ̀sìn.
Iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run gbélé ẹ lọ́wọ́ ò ṣe mọ́.
The one God has given to you, do not do it.
Akọrin ni ẹ nígbà kan ò
You
kọrin
are
mọ́.
on a chorister.
Ọlọ́run tí ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ìyanu ó tí ó yàn sàn.
God has
Ní
done
ìsìn
miracle
ìwọ
through you.
gan tó bá lórí fífọ́ lásán wàá ti kọ́kọ́ lo paracetamol kó tó
You
rántí
yourself,
àti
if you
gbàdúrà.
have headache, you have used paracetamol before praying.
Ó wà nínú ìgbésí ayé ẹ̀mí rẹ̀.
Once in your life,
Tó o bá tí ì wàásù lọ́jọ́ kan
if you
ò
have
ní
not
sinmi.
preached a day, you
Ò
will not
ní
have
sinmi.
peace.
Kí ló ṣe ẹ́?
What happened to you?
Ọlọ́run ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ láàárọ̀
God
yìí.
is asking you this morning,
Kí ló ń ṣe níbi tó wà yìí?
what are you doing where you are?
Kí ló ń ṣe níbi tó wà yìí?
What are you doing where you are?
Elijah, kí ló ń ṣe níbi tó wà yìí?
Elijah, what are you doing where you are?
Ó ní pé Olúwa,
He said, Lord,
èmi ti ṣe ìtara fún Ọlọ́run mi.
I am zealous for you.
Àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì ti gbàgbé òfin rẹ̀.
The children of Israel have forgotten
Wọ́n ti
your
gbàgbé
commandments.
májẹ̀mú
They
rẹ̀.
have forgotten your
Wọ́n ti
commandments.
pa gbogbo àwọn wòlíì
They
rẹ̀.
have killed all your
Èmi
prophets.
nìkan ṣoṣo báyìí ló kù.
I am the only prophet.
Gbọ́ mi, God will it will never get to a time in history that you will be the only one left. There will never be a season in life that God will be so scarce of a man that you will be the only one that will be available. When I came to this church 2023 December, I preached a message about times and seasons. I said, on this altar, you may not see it, but there is a button here. A spiritual button. How many of you remember that message? I said there is a button here, a spiritual button here. It resets himself. It resets himself. When my time here is over, spiritually, that button will reset itself. 3 years ago, you don't know me. There was somebody you knew. January 2023. You don't know Pastor God's power from anywhere. February 2023. You don't know Pastor God's power from anywhere. But December. Somebody you don't know that was doing his own work around Ogba. God brought him to it. I don't know how many years I'm going to spend here. God will take me again to another place. Listen to me. The message God is passing to you is this. Spiritually speaking, everybody has an assignment. I have an assignment here. You have an assignment. Unfortunately, not all of us are doing our assignment. Do you know how many destinies are waiting for you to arise and do your assignment? Do you know how many people are waiting for the manifestation of the glory of God in your life? Do you know how many people are waiting that God, I want you to take me from where I am to the next level, and they cannot get there until you have arisen? Elijah has just performed one of the greatest miracles in Israel. But today, he's so discouraged that he was praying that God take my life. He was truly discouraged. He was truly ready to quit ministry. He wanted to quit ministry. Whereas there are certain things that God wanted to do through him. I've told you